So we are just done with the non-vascular plants and everything like related to that. Today we are going with the vascular plants. As this have two more divisions. So let's start. It's like this is even divided into two parts. First one is seedless plant, and second one is seed plants, or even like we just call them as these are not spontaneous but non-spermatophyte. Whereas this one is spermatophyte. Okay, then this spermatophyte is again divided into two parts on the basis of like flower and seeds. So they have gymnosperm, and second one is angiosperm. These are on the basis of flower seeds. This means they have seeds and they have flower. Okay, so this is the type, but at this moment we are going to discuss about seedless like vascular plants, this non-spermatophyte one. So first, even before I just continue, we have another term which is written in our book, which is fern allies. So what that is, this is referred to loss of assemblage of like this is loss of spore production in vascular plants. And even again this is divided into three parts, which is also important. Like these are called as subdivision. So first is Lycophyta, second one is Lycophyta, and second one is Lycophyta, third one is Spanophyta, Sida only, not Piscida. Well, we have these three types, and even these three types have their like other different names, which we can also call them. But we'll just when I'll just give intro of these all, we'll do at that time. So we are starting with the first one. First type is subdivision, which is Psilocida. These are also known as whisk ferns. And whisk fern living fossils, whereas these are the most primitive group of vascular plant. Oh god, sorry. These are the primitive living vascular plants. And these include two general like coelom. These include two types, not types but two basic structures, coelom, and second one is Themis petris. So these two structure you'll find. So these are considered the living, these are also known as living fossil fuels. This entire subdivision also called as or like considered as living fossils. And they have apparent similarities, because they have apparent similarities like fossil plant, which is rhinia. That's why that's called as living fossil. And whereas the like these two terms which we just mentioned, Slytome, first is Slytome, which is only living vascular plant, which is only in the living vascular plant, and leaves and root in this structure, leaves and roots are absent. That's called as coelom. These are absent. So and these also have sporophytes, which are simple and dichotomous. These are like uh, they have sporophyte and they're very simple. They also lack two leaves because they produce, as I just mentioned, they lack or they don't have or they like absent of leaves and roots. So this means they produce a small outgrowth of a stem, not called as leaf, but still like small outgrowth would be produced or made from stem. That's called as annations. And even in this you will see like we have two division like aerial stems, and I don't remember the second name, but like aerial, which means upside or on the air or like on the higher stage, and this one under the roots. Okay, so at this moment I'm just talking about aerial stem or aerial part. So this aerial part, this means aerial stems are green and they carry photosynthesis as well. And sporangia is also developed at the tip, like if this is the plant here, so this is the tip, which is also known as aerial part. So at this tip the aerial branches would be divided, and still there will be form of spongio. So meiosis process also will take or produce through the haploid process. And you'll also see that like haploid spores formed from mother cells, and they are morphologically similar to the homospore, and each spore like germinate into gametophyte, that's called as prothallus. It's like each spore, this is going to germinate into gametophyte of Psilocybida, and even that step is also called as prothallus. And you also see that they have more dichotomous branches. And you will see that they bear like multiple unicellular rhizoids. So rhizoid, I've just mentioned so many videos. Rhizoid, if this is the structure, so on downward side you'll see a little structure like on the end of the outer surface in the end, so that's called rhizoids. These are also called as fake or pseudo roots, but not true roots, and these are monoecious. This means single type, and they have male sex organ which is called as antheridium. Sex organ like in female, that's called as archegonium. And they produce, so I'm sure it's clear, like this is the complete subdivision of Psilocybida, fertilize, and the introduction of vascular plants. So I'm sure it's clear to you. Thank you for watching.